logic, facts, knowledge.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Action Bros Gaming. Today we are playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. Holy crap, we're like just shuffling through. We're going really fast. We left off with that epic argument between Yuri and Natsuki. And now what we're trying to do, I guess, is we did another poem, so we're going to see how that goes. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Let's do this. Another day passes, and it's time for a club meeting already. We've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jeremy. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Keep using that. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Me too. I mean, I had breakfast, but that's the thing I've been getting. I love food. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. What? Yes! Obviously. Eh? That's not like you at all. No shit, what's this guy doing? I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I'm poor. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? He's smart. I mean, if you know somebody for that long, you can know when they're trying to funnel money out of you. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. Logic, facts, knowledge. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Man, this guy should become a psychologist. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Rot in hell, you piece of shit. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Jeremy to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayori. Jeremy, pay the woman. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Oh! This! Got her ass! Let's go. ... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. I agree. That was hilarious. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution? Revolution! Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little bit more credit than that, Sayori. I didn't just come here for the cupcakes. Maybe I did. Shut up. Plop. Ha! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Yes! Praise the Lord! Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Throw more things at me. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Wow, that's an image. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes one big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Going through a lot over just one cookie. What the f is that voice? It was supposed to be sassy. Yeah. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes one bite out of Natsuki's cookie. What? Oh man. Stealth 100. Beautiful. Mission Impossible style. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the clubroom. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I wouldn't say that. Monika actually kind of scares me. That's true. Excuse me? I am a goddess! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something with us, Monika. Yeah, we're gonna have the most boss-ass band. That would be a shitty band. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get better, I will. Yay! Hooray! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jeremy. Monica smiles sweetly and does that pose again. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Good word. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Okay. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. No! Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. Oh, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. You know what? I'm gonna take her advice. I got tea. Well, I'm back, and now we have tea. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Yeah, it's the one that we've got. It's awesome. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri and I was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We were just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? You shut the fuck up! That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Oh! Shit! Bam! Bam! Bitch! Own! Reminds me a lot of Uncle Iroh, where he's, respectful, but also will just knock you down a couple pegs. Real, props to Yuri, nice one. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Jeremy in club activities? Oh! I'm like, damn! My mouth gapes, cause holy shit. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Ooh, she's pissed. She is pissed. Then let's go, Jeremy. Yes, let's go. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Of course, if I didn't follow, that would, no. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Nothing. I mean, it's your own business. No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that, you know? Jeremy, How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Oh, romance. Love you, Shay. Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? For friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Jeremy, I really like being friends with you. Aw, I like being friends with you too. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I just said that. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to make Yuri. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Oh, it's so cute. Jeremy, do you like oolong tea? Oh my god. Bartender, bourbon on the rocks. Whoa, dude, this is oolong tea. Okay, I'll admit, yeah, one of my favorite animes is Sword Art Online. It's very controversial, I know. Some people love it, some people absolutely hate it. I can't help it. It was the anime that helped me and Shay get together. You know, I was wearing, so I was wearing this. Figure we're playing an anime game, right? Why not put on some anime garb? It was on Halloween, and Shay pointed me out because she obviously saw the bomb-ass jacket, and she was like, that one, want that one. And she had her friend come and get me, and that's how we met. 4.5 years later, here we are. Couldn't be happier. Jeremy, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Phew, I still don't know what that is. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Oh, that's adorable. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. Had you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided I would try to express myself a little bit more. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you around anyway. Oh, it's so sweet. She's expressing herself because I'm around. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jeremy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jeremy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Shit's like sonar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding half the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh, I can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. Oh my goodness. How am I supposed to focus while reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. How is that? How would you... Where do you have this teacup, sir? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Focus on the book! After a few minutes, I've finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let it go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touched it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Oh, look at the little twinkly, sparkly thingies. It's so cute. The art is beautiful in this, I gotta say. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder time reading with it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. And then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively put the chocolate in her mouth. Oh, so romantic. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it like a robot. Oh, look, it's little chocolate. That's adorable. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. She finally realizes. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as like she needs to confirm what just happened. Jeremy. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? If I look once again, get my protractor out, and at the right angle, it seems like she's blushing. I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Don't stop. I see. Situation's gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, just like, but this time Yuri's eyes met mine. Dot. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I noticed her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. It's adorable! But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my face. What the fuck is this? Whoa. Whoa, that cut real fast. I don't even remember what the last line was. There's no music. This is kind of creepy. Okay. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Jeremy, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. No! I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something that neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Damn it! Poem first. Yuri, as always. God, I'm swearing a lot. Sorry. Let's see what you've written today. ... Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jeremy. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? ... Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem that you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Alright, let's see. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and affects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I bandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlov conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I assume the raccoon is my character in this instance. Or it could be her. I don't know. I think it's me, though. I think that's what it's talking about. I'm not sure, though. It is very nice, though. I liked it. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. For those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Jeremy? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our own individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There aren't many people like you, Jeremy. Oh, thank you. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Aw, that's so sweet. Alright, now to Natsuki. I liked your last one better. Eh? Really? Well, yeah. I could tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still trying to figure all this out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning by just using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head heals for this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for the deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure that you figured that out already. Yeah. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. It's so cute. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Yeah, fuck Amy. Amy, you suck. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Fuck. What? Wow. What is that? Okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. But no, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. That's how everyone thinks of my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it because it's easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people to find out, that they'd make fun of you or think less of you. I feel like Yuri would actually like that meaning, because she was just talking about that. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what somebody likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of hers. Didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with her. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding the words. I guess I should try and not be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message of your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Alrighty, that was cool. Now for Sayori. ... Oh, I like this one, Jeremy. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does it mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Wow. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting a little better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jeremy. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Good start. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle straight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come. Such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They were all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is an echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap, that was dark. Not bad though. I like it. I like it a lot. I get it, because it's, you're trying to be happy for somebody. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I want to keep writing until I die. Okay. Don't get ahead of yourself. See, Yuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, last one, Monica. Hi again, Jeremy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, there you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright. This one is good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers? Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure that she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Oh. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway. You want to read my poem now? I don't think she likes that I like Yuri. I'm just picking that up, just saying. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? What? Load me? What does that mean? What, like, do you got a data file? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes they feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry, what? I'm going to save real quick. Just saying. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come to the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Yuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you might heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't actually start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Yeah, it's a pretty big overlook right there. I'm so sorry. Natsuki, ... But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing from a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been really trying hard to get these new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but... ... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? ... Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. What? Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Recitation? I got nothing. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes her breath and smiles. That was good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches her sheet of paper before her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Affirmage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure as she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. That's awesome. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. ... Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay. Man, this is getting pretty good. Guess I'm next then. Sorry, this is a fairly long episode. I'm pretty sure this whole series is going to be fairly long, so I've kind of stopped caring. If you're this far in, you already know what to expect. Sayori hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine it that you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Jeremy liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Wait, what does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely. but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Jeremy. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Jeremy lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy to it. Despite that, once I finished, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it as much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something we'll have to improve on over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she seemed a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and you get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll start planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. And I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Jeremy. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I want to take this jacket off because I'm sweating up a storm. Oh, this episode's taking forever. I'm hungry. I want lunch. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. ... Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, shit. There's no third option. Ah, crap. So here's the thing. If I say I'd walk home with Sayori, I feel like Yuri would ask me, and then I would have to lie or break a promise or upset Yuri, and I don't want to do that. So, I see. We get to walk home together all the time, so I'm going to say I would walk home with Yuri. I don't want to upset her, though, but either way, I'm going to be upsetting one of them, so walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing this in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, poem time, and then we're going to wrap up. Extraordinary. Eternity. Journey. Infinite. Passion. Essence. Vivacious. Heartbeat. Forgive. Incongruent. Misery. Analysis. Fantasy. Intellectual. Amazing. Imagination. Ambient. Whisper. Existence. Uncontrollable. Alright. We're going to save it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Whew, man, what an episode. That was I thought the last one was long. Jesus Christ. I guess it's because of that whole break-off thing with the festival. It just took a lot more time. But anyway, I appreciate y'all guys for watching. Thank you for joining me with this amazing Let's Play. Absolutely. 10 out of 10 would watch again. These episodes are long. I know. I'm sorry, but there's just so much stuff that I have to go through. Either way, I'll see y'all guys later. Bye!